Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading, and this will be for the sign of Taurus. Taurus, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Please remember that these readings are only general. There are a lot of Tauruses out in the world. If it doesn't resonate, please make sure that you check out your other aspects of your natal chart. Sun, Moon and Venus, Wheel of Fortune jumping out there. Something's happening here. And the World card. You're about to close out a cycle. The universe is trying to move you forward. Maybe you haven't been doing your work. Okay, I am using the Spellcaster's Tarot, and I will pull you a card from Wisdom of the Oracle deck at the end of the reading. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords coming out here. Now, the Six of Swords is about moving away from something. This is something that you've learned your lessons from, big time, because you're taking your experiences with you here. And you're moving forward with those experiences, those ideas that have got you through. This is something you won't return to because you're moving away from it completely. Seven of Swords could be moving away from someone who didn't do the right thing by you, didn't confess to you, didn't tell you how they felt, whatever it is for you. Someone here has let you down and hasn't been truthful with you. Queen of Swords here, so could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius. This person really knew something, did something, but wasn't prepared to admit that they'd done something wrong here. Could have been a soulmate though, because we do have the two coming out before there and then the star. So whoever this person you're moving away from that's taught you these great lessons was some sort of soulmate here that you had obviously had some sort of contract with to teach you something that you need to take your lessons from. And maybe you're not realizing that those lessons are there. Maybe you're a little bit sort of caught up in the emotion of it all at the moment and trying to free yourself from the situation, that you haven't realized there was a lesson there. You've done a lot of learning in this situation. Okay, so Five of Wands coming out first. Now, the Five of Wands talks about conflict. Can be conflict between you and another person, but it also can be self-conflict, like internal conflict, trying to understand something, trying to make decisions here, but not really being able to see which way to go clearly. Nine of Swords, something that's caused a great deal of anxiety, something that could have kept you awake at night. Wow, been through the mill here. You're trying to attain this sense of balance, but there's something to do with the divine here, and I feel like whatever these lessons you've had from this situation are going to help you move forward, and that's why the universe is trying to get you to move forward here. Okay, Six of Wands, because there is a huge victory for you at the end. So something is waiting for you, Taurus. They're just waiting for you to understand what you've learned from this situation. Perhaps you're not realizing, because sometimes we can be so stuck in the grief and sadness of a situation, especially if someone's betrayed us, walked away, ghosted us, whatever. We can be so stuck in the betrayal that we don't realize what we had to learn from the situation. Okay, so this is bringing in a lot more stability for you here. It could be bringing in someone new, maybe the right person for you, because there is an offer of love coming in here. So it may be that you had to be with the other person to understand how to love this new person. So sometimes it's because we didn't put good boundaries in with someone and someone's trampled all over our boundaries, and you needed to learn that before moving forward here. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Oh, all right. So it could be that in this particular situation there wasn't give and take, wasn't reciprocity. There was something in this last situation perhaps that you were over investing in that became quite toxic, and that's why the other person's walked away. This lesson had to be learned, because for you to have someone new coming in, this could be a new job, a new situation, but whatever the old situation was there to teach you your own value here. Oh, here we go. Yep, Judgment card. So something coming in for a second time around, and that's followed by the High Priestess. So there is a very strong need here for you to trust your intuition and to speak up. Look at the size of that sword. Somebody could be keeping an eye on you here. Now, it could have been that it could be the same person here coming round again, because they got it wrong the first time. So it's very possible that could be the case. But what I see here is somebody who is learning from their capacity to understand their own value in situations. So it may be that you've been in a situation, could be a relationship, some sort of situationship where you have not been getting back what you've been investing. Now that could be a job or a relationship or any sort of situation which has turned somewhat toxic because of the fact you've been investing and the other person has not. Now, when that happens and something becomes toxic, it can't survive. You may become very angry and disillusioned. The other person just has no respect for you, so it ends up breaking down in some way, shape or form. Or you keep morphing to keep the other person happy because you don't want to deal with that conflict, and that's what's happening here. So I think what's happening is you are being prepared for the new stage. Now, this could be a new person coming in. It could possibly be the same person who's realized what they've lost. But this is, to me, with this Judgment card here, it's like you get the chance to do another relationship, but to get it right this time. I feel like somebody's been watching you and has been waiting for you to become single. So there could be this situation where somebody is coming in because the universe has sort of matched you up with them, but you needed the lesson from the other person for this one to work. So to me, it feels like someone brand new is coming in. But because you've had this experience before, the Judgment and the High Priestess cards say to me that you really need to use that intuition this time. So you don't keep investing in something that's not returning to you. If you do that, it becomes toxic and the other person just loses respect and walks away. So you have to have good boundaries and expect that somebody can give back to you. Because a lot of us are taught in childhood just to keep giving, and it's not healthy. So I do have you moving away from something that looks like here to me that somebody did the wrong thing. I feel like this person was a soulmate and they were, yeah, there's a death card here too. And they were here to teach you a lesson about yourself, which you have now learned. Now someone new's coming in. This person's already has been watching you. This person already knows what they want. They're already sort of in the wings waiting. So they're on their way in. But the main thing here is to understand the universe wants you to have learned this lesson around equal give and take. Standing your ground and have good balance in your relationship so you don't get into this sort of very victim-like mentality where you just go, I've put in so much, I've done so much, and I did so many things for them, and now, you know, they've left me and poor me. Don't stay in that energy. It's not healthy for you. This is about getting balanced again and moving forward, understanding that the universe has put you through a lesson here to get you ready for the next person, or to get you ready if you want to work again with the person that's walked away. But I will get you an oracle card here. I do have the card of flexible. Okay, Taurus, flexible, which is card number 19. And the essential meanings are teachability, lessons, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important, which of course is yourself. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware at this time. Others will be more flexible with you too. So what the universe is trying to say here is you need to always remember you can be flexible in a situation. You can give in a situation. You can, be generous with yourself in a situation. But don't lose sight of who you are and what you are in a relationship. So don't give so much that you lose of yourself. Thanks, Taurus.